So the set Wild Survivors is coming out in the TCG tomorrow with every intention to shake the meta up. It's a special set that introduces 3 new archetypes with a bunch of reprints to help people build the deck they want. The first archetype would be Transcendosaurus, which are a bunch of new dinosaur monsters which thrive off of destroying your own cards, and they also play a bunch of normal monsters. These cards inherently have a lot of synergy with already existing dinosaur support such as Baby Ceratosaurus, Petit Pteranodon, Lost World, etc. I really like the new Meteorus monster because you can actually special summon it on your opponent's turn by destroying dinosaur monsters from your hand or field, so it can actually act as a hand trap. Imagine destroying Baby Ceratosaurus and Petit Pteranodon to summon this card on your opponent's turn. So not only are you summoning a big boy, but also you're going to be triggering your 2 babies to summon, like, let's say Pancratops and Soul Eating Oviraptor, so that not only can you interrupt your opponent on their turn, but you can also get your engine started right away. That kinda reminds me how Tearlaments could actually summon a bunch of monsters on turn 0 by using Hoffness and then mill a bunch of names. Oh, and by the way, speaking of Oviraptor, it's actually a 1-card Danglong, and that card is finally unbanned. So yeah, if you miss playing True King Dinosaur or something, then guess what? You have Lithosagium, you have Diagram, you have the babies, you can do whatever you want, you just can't really go into VFD. And a really cool thing about Dinosaur is that it is completely immune to Nibiru because you have Miscellaneousaurus. Speaking of which, have you read Misk? Anyways, I also like the new spell card because you can search a Dinosaur Tuner, which is actually the new level 6 monster, and then you have to destroy a dinosaur monster in your hand or field. And again, destroying your babies is so nice. Well, it depends on which kind of babies you're trying to destroy because this could easily be taken out of context, but whatever, you get the point. Anyways, next up is Nouvelle, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it's not necessarily the best, but it's pretty based. The archetype is quite literally based around French cuisine. And of course, the deck unironically plays Hungry Burger, which immediately makes it tier 0. Well, at least in my heart, and in my stomach. Alright, last but obviously not least is the best out of the 3, which is Vanquish Soul. The deck has already been doing really well in the OCG, and I would really not be shocked if the deck could be doing much better in the TCG. It plays with 1 card because the Link monster is insane, and you actually have a really good boss monster in the form of the Dragon monster. It can draw cards, burn for game, it can search monsters, search spells and traps, destroy back row, do whatever you want. And you can even play around skill drain by using the effect of the monster that actually destroys spells and traps or whichever other monster, and then, you know, tagging out that monster by revealing your machine or dragon monster in your hand. That way, your monster is no longer on the field when it resolves so that you can actually play around your own skill drain or your opponent's skill drain. Because yes, this deck is really proficient at playing floodgates such as skill drain, and there can only be one. The deck is clearly very resourceful, very enjoyable, but also very skillful. You have so many different options to choose from, but deck building is really difficult because you always have to play the correct cards because you always need to reveal, you know, Earth, Fire, and Dark monsters to reuse your monster effects. So because of that, maybe playing a card like Valor or Imper might not be necessarily correct, but maybe playing cards like Ash because it's fire, or, you know, the Bestial monsters could be better. Sadly, or fortunately, rather should I say, depending on how you see it, Maxi is banned here in the TCG, so that's 1 less good Earth monster to reveal. Oh, and by the way, Magnamut can actually search your Dragon boss monster of the deck, which is Caesar Valius, and that's actually really nice. And the extra deck is really not important for this deck at all, so you can have like 12 Reaper targets and get away with it. Overall, I'm a huge fan of this deck, and I'm really looking forward to have my share of fun with it. I strongly recommend looking into Wild Survivors because I do believe that it will have some impact on the metagame, especially thanks to Vanquish Soul. Anyways, that's all I had to say for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Peace.